What's going on, anyone who cares? I go by Free Tony, and welcome to Volways, where we always talk volunteers baseball. And by we, I mean me. Welcome to episode 3 of Volways. Today we're going to be recapping our 2-game series against Alabama A&M on Tuesday and Wednesday, our two midweek games. And spoiler alert, we dominated. For any of those wondering where the logo is that has been in my 2 previous videos that you've been able to see in the reflection of my sunglasses, unfortunately I had a little mishap and I no longer have it, to say the least. It is kind of in pieces, but I do have another one on the way. It should be here soon. I was a little disappointed in myself. It was my fault, but I do have another one on the way, and I am excited to see that one. It's a little different, but hopefully it'll do the same. Tennessee improves to 3-2 on the year, beating Alabama A&M Tuesday and Wednesday night by a score of 10-0 in 8 innings in Game 1 and a final score of 23-1 in 7 innings in Game 2. But before we get into all that, I'm going to answer last episode's trivia question. And that trivia question was this. It was, what 3-time NASCAR Winston Cup champion was born in Franklin, Tennessee? And Winston Cup should have been a huge hint. And the answer to that one is Darrell Waltrip. Getting into Game 1, like I said, Tuesday and Wednesday, we dominated from start to finish, basically. Game 1, we didn't score until the 3rd inning, but we put up 3 runs in the 3rd inning. Jared Dickey was one at bat, we could say, away from hitting for the cycle. He went single, double, walk, home run, and then he was pulled. And then the guy that came in that subbed in for Dickey Miller is the one that hit the walk-off home run for the run rule in the bottom of the 8th inning. A couple other key guys that did well offensively. Blake Burke with another Burke bump. Let's see here. Everybody else just seems like they did well. They did what they needed to do. Throughout the whole game, batting wise, we had 10 hits, only 3 strikeouts. We had 7 walks and 1 hit by pitch. And on the defensive side of things, our pitching was great. Only gave up 3 hits, 11 strikeouts, 4 walks. We did have two hit by pitches. And it seems like most of our hit by pitches this year are coming with 2 strikes. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's a location where they're trying to throw it, location thing, or what. But yeah, that'll need to be cleaned up a little bit. But a couple things I want to point out in Game 1 was our starting pitcher. It's a shocker to me. He's 6'8". That felt like something I needed to point out. And he had a great balk move. That pickoff move to first was great. And then to begin the game, Cal Stark bat picked the runner on first base that got hit by a pitch. And then to end the first inning, Fanning picked the runner off at first himself. But I will say this. In the bottom of the first inning, we left the bases loaded. And I'm not going to say that I was stressing about it, but I will say that I just had that feeling like, how many base runners are we going to leave on again? And it was only the first inning. But throughout the game, we took care of it. We didn't leave too many base runners on. We took advantage of their mistakes and had a couple stolen bases. That was pretty much it for Game 1. This Alabama A&M team, they opened their season 3-0, and I believe, if I remember correctly, they had around 20 stolen bases in 3 games. So that's a team that you definitely wanted to keep off the base paths, which we did. Our pitching staff did a great job these past 2 games. But these guys can run, and they're not scared to run. And they tried to run on us. We threw a couple guys out, back picked a couple off. Pitching, as far as holding runners on so far this year, is 10 times better than last year. I don't remember a single game last year where I felt like we did a good job of holding base runners on. But I will say, so far this year, it seems like the pitching staff has done a pretty good job. So with game 1 out of the way, there really wasn't too much going on. Game 2 was very, very exciting, to say the least. Charlie Taylor, good gracious, shut me up, Biscuits. That caught me off guard, my man. Charlie Taylor in game 2. His first at bat, he flew out, but then he went triple, home run, single. So we have another guy that's potentially one at bat away from the cycle. And then his last at bat, he says, forget a double, I'm going for another home run. Launches one over the left field fence. Man, I couldn't believe it. Kudos to you, Charlie. You've been putting that work in, buddy. Another note here. I think what set the tone is Christian Moore in the very first inning, bottom of the first, his first at bat, his at bat went 9 pitches. So when you have a guy at the top of your lineup that's doing that, that's going to give your entire lineup confidence. And then in the bottom of the second, Charlie Taylor honestly just had a heck of a game. Charlie Taylor threw a runner out in the bottom of the second. I'm sorry, in the top of the second. As the score would indicate, I mean, we substituted everybody. Nobody stayed in the game except for Charlie Taylor. I mean, there's a reason why he stayed in the game for that last at bat. He just went yeah. I guess we'll be seeing him on Friday night in the lineup. Man, this catching position this year seems to be getting pretty interesting so far. I thought Kyle Stark was doing a good job. I mean, he's still doing a good job now, but I thought it was his job to lose in the beginning, to be honest. But now, looks like we got a little battle going on behind the plate. Like I said, everybody got subbed out. Everybody got a hit. Charlie Taylor had 2 home runs. Who else had a home run? I thought somebody else had a home run. No, I think we just hit a couple balls off the fence and a couple foul home runs. But the entire lineup was seeing it well. I'm not going to say that Alabama A&M has great pitching. They used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitchers. And, I mean, all of them, they didn't have anything too special, obviously. But our offense seems to be coming around so far. I'm not going to say we're there yet, because we're still trying to figure out a lineup. We haven't had the same lineup once yet. So we still have guys that are trying to get in that starting role. So yeah, I wouldn't say that we're there yet, but we're definitely coming around. We're starting to gel. You can see it. It's obvious. Even the freshmen that are coming in, they're taking great hacks. They're seeing the ball really well. But yeah, our defense was great. We didn't have an error. And in game 2, our pitching had 10 strikeouts, only gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, and 0 hit by pitches. That is a great day when you only have 1 walk. You're hoping for no walks, but boys were throwing strikes all night tonight and didn't hit anybody, so that was great. Oh, and I'd also like to point out that Jazz Love got a bunt down, baby. Let's go. This team also already set a record offensively this year. We scored 15 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. We went through the lineup twice. That is, 14 was the my original school record. It was actually tied. There's 2 years they did it. I can't remember which years they were, but yeah, 15 runs. That's a new school record, and definitely not a record I expected to have or see this team achieve. But that's pretty amazing. I'd also actually like to give a shout out to Trey Morgan of LSU. He actually did hit for the cycle on Tuesday night, and in order, which is pretty amazing. Not just hit for the cycle, but he went single, double, triple, home run. I mean, that's probably the hardest way to do it. You usually want to try to do it the other way, kind of like Charlie did. He hit triple and then a home run and then a single. I'm not saying a double's easy, but I thought it was easier than trying to get a home run last, but Charlie said, forget that, and I'm going to hit another one. So with this only being a 2-game series, this video shouldn't be as long. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here. And today's trivia question is, what city is Tennessee's largest in population? What city is Tennessee's largest in population? Okay, everybody. That's going to be it for episode 3. Tennessee's next game, let's see here. Tennessee's next game is Friday against Dayton. We have a 3-game series this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, against Dayton. I'm hoping the bats will still come out swinging. I know we'll probably have another different lineup. I'm excited to see Dolander, Burns, and Beam all on the mound again. I want to see him shove. I want to see him throw strikes. Man, I'm getting a little more excited, but I'm not getting too excited. Not saying this was bad competition, these 2 midweek games, but it's not SEC competition. I'll put it that way. I'm getting more confident as the games go on. I can see our offense not striking out as much, and we're seeing the ball really well so far, in my opinion. Our defense is coming around. I was a little surprised to see, or not to see, Dickey in the leadoff spot, game 2, but I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not against it. I'll say that Jared Dickey is not the fastest on the team. Dreiling is also not the fastest on the team, but Dickey, he can definitely get some RBIs. He almost had a home run today on the first pitch he saw, but I kind of like him down in the 5 spot, down in the 5 hole. Merritt got his first hit as a Tennessee Vol. Shout out to that guy. Good job not wearing one on the face this week. That's about it, guys. I will be back after this weekend series. Hopefully we go 3-0. And shout out Charlie Taylor, man. Keep working hard, buddy. Keep working hard. That's it. Go Vols. Peace.